Allô, Nissan? Hey, grosse tempête, hein?
Hey, Karine, oui, je sais, les vilains bonhommes de neige sont de retour.
Mais avec le Nissan Rogue à traction intégrale, c'est pas stressant.
Exact, il est conçu et testé pour nos hivers. Oh, Karine, il y a un bonhomme dans le Rogue.
Ah, c'est correct. J'ai allumé les sièges chauffants.
Ah, bien joué, Karine. Maîtrisez toutes les conditions. Louez le Rogue S 2026 à partir de 0,4% jusqu'à 36 mois, incluant une réduction fidélité de 0,5% pour les clients Nissan admissibles. Jusqu'au 2 mars, sur approbation de crédit, les conditions s'appliquent. Détails chez Nissan.
Community-minded and Montreal to the core. Elias Makos, CJAD 800.
10:37 on the program. Good morning and welcome back. I'm Dave Kaufman in for Elias. We're about to bring in the owner of really one of my favorite restaurants, somewhere that I started going to with my dad when he often tells the story when I was just in a stroller. He used to take me to Chez Nick on Green Avenue in the mornings before he started work. And then so many wonderful meals with friends throughout the years, whether coming down the hill after friends at St. George's after high school when class was over, or maybe even skipping a class or two and going to get a plate of fries. Meals with my mom and my sis, and most recently, one of the last normal meals I had before everything went, before the world got all topsy-turvy, was a lunch with my girlfriend at Chez Nick. Let's bring in Rob Callard, the owner of Chez Nick, the co-owner of Chez Nick. Chez Nick is now celebrating 100 years of serving Montrealers. Congratulations on that, Rob.
Hi, Dave. How are you? Thank you
Hi.
very much for having us, and thanks for helping us celebrate, even though we're in some weird times.
We are in some weird times. When I found out a few weeks ago that you were open, I went by and picked up some lunch, and it was definitely strange to walk in and see that the table was blocking off the lunch counter, and but as usual as it can be, business is you can still pick up your food, you can still order from Chez Nick.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, it's an awful feeling to lay your staff off, furlough them, and so we're just a small core right now, keeping it open, and we're doing okay. Some other restaurants obviously haven't been able to open, but we are fortunate, and we're really, really grateful for the support of the Westmount community and people like yourselves who. I don't know if I'm allowed to say on the air, but I've known you since you were a baby. So
no, you are. I teased with that too. So when I started coming in to Chez Nick, you were the busboy, right?
I actually started as a cook when I was in university. So my first job here was in the kitchen, and then I went out to the front, and I pretty well did every job in the store back in the 80s. So. Yeah, I've done a bit of everything, which I'm doing now, which is the irony of it all.
I bet you are, I would imagine. Yeah. So how bare bones is the staff now?
We operate with either 3 or 4 max at any given time. Like right now, we're 3 people for the day. And then once in a while, we bring in an extra person so I can run down to the market, get things, do paperwork, that kind of thing. But basically, it's very, very bare bones. Normally on a weekday at lunch hour, we're 10 or 11 staff working. So that gives you an idea as to how the business has shrunk since this.
And so many of those, I think of when I think of staff there, I think of people who have been there for 20 plus years. This is not a summer job place. The only person I could think of that came and left is Jonas, and he left in the name of rock and roll. Yeah,
I hired Jonas. And we still stay in contact. But no, I do have quite a few employees that have been here since. I have 2 that have been here since '89, wow. And then I have a handful that have been here since the early '90s and beyond. So yeah, I don't. My people tend to stay, which is I'm very, very proud of that fact. So. Anyway, we hope to bring them back as soon as we can, and they're all itching to come back, to come and visit, and, like what's going on, and, it's hard to give them answers because we're waiting for answers from the government. So as soon as we can open the doors, we'll adapt to however they'll allow us to operate, even though the model is kind of out the window for most restaurants for the coming months.
when I think of the restaurant and the layout of it, it would be difficult to maintain physical distancing of 2 meters between tables. It would severely decrease your capacity, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really, I mean, for any restaurant, but obviously it's a small, compact, very, people come in here because of that feeling that they get when they come in. And I don't know how they're going to do it, because your servers have to come to the table, and we can seat people every second table, but there is always going to be that chance of closer than 6 feet contact. And so I'm not sure how we're going to get around that, but we're doing our best right now to keep the staff safe and to distance ourselves from the customers at the front. So, but it's not a perfect situation for anybody, that's for sure.
We're in conversation with Rob Callard. He's the owner of Chez Nick on Green Avenue. And what's the official 100th birthday?
We didn't really have a date. We looked back originally in 1920. It was a registered business, and it was only incorporated when I bought it in 95. So there's in some archival literature, the month of May seemed like it might have been a month they might have opened up for operation, but we don't know officially. So what happened was we were going to celebrate this month, and we've put everything off until September. Hopefully by September we can have sort of a sense of normalcy to be able to have a celebration. Oh man,
I hope so. That would be really something. I would love to be able to be there and be a part of that. Like I was saying before, it's so much a part of me and my family, and it's I think of so many friends that I've made at Chez Nick, and I was even saying before that I have fond memories of being a little kid, and there was this older gentleman who sit at the counter and give us baseball tickets, and it was John McHale, the president of the Montreal Expos.
That's right, and I think maybe that was when you really got your first taste of the love of sports too. I don't know.
100%.
It's always 100% in your blood from what I remember.
Yeah, that was definitely it. There was, and I'll give you another one. Aislinn used to come in all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was always really cool.
His two daughters worked for us too in the 90s. So there's a connection there. But I remember you coming in with your dad Saturday mornings, and you haven't changed much too. You still have that youthful look.
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks. That youthful look, it really fits well on radio. To be fair, you should see the hair this morning. It's the hair is perfect for radio.
You can hide that you're blushing, but nobody will know, right?
Oh, I think you can tell by the smile. I think you can hear the smile and tell I'm blushing. Rob, really, all of my best wishes, and I really hope that Chez Nick can survive these crazy times. I'll be down soon to pick up some lunch. I know the full kitchen is open, right? The full menu is available right now?
Yeah, you can take out. We have Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes, and you can come and take out pretty well the whole menu. There are a couple of things that we've taken off just because we want to keep everything fresh. But generally we're turning everything over fast enough. And actually the supply chain for food is great right now. The produce is nice, so luckily, this whole thing hasn't affected the supply chain.
Well, here's to another 100 years of Chez Nick, the grand old dame of Green Avenue, and
thank you
wishing you just all my love and all the best.
Thanks, Dave, and thanks very much to everyone.
Rob Callard from Chez Nick. Please support your local businesses, and they've made it through 100 years, and we want to make sure that they get to. Get another 100. It's the second oldest restaurant in the city, and it's a place that I grew up, and I love it. So I'm really happy to be able to speak to Rob on the air. He's one of the finest dudes in this town.